Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to work with these distress stains. We're just going to do a background and see how they work. If you did not, you can see I did use the Distress Paints by Ranger by Tim Holtz on this yesterday. Autofocus just came on. And yeah, so I'll link this video at the end of this video or down below. And then we're going to work on this page. Now, this is just underneath is cast off that I had from paints I used yesterday, which you can see I did not clean. And all I did was took some polka dotted tissue paper. Let me show you. This came from ThreadUp. It comes in they wrap their stuff in it. And yes, so all I did was use my Mod Podge mat and I glued it down, and it's about dry. So now I'm going to take, I only grabbed some of these distress stains. This is sponge sugar. This is seedless raspberry. I like this color. I haven't used it yet, but it's ripe persimmons. Yeah, ripe persimmons. Hello. God, Cal, take your glasses off. Squeezed lemon, broken china, seedless preserve, and fired brick. And those are the only ones I grabbed out. I have probably just as many more in there, but I'm not going to use them all. So, like I said, we're going to do a few things. Now, I was looking at this and I was like, okay, so yellow goes with, if we use it with red, we'll make an orange. So necessarily I don't need that one. And if I do it with blue, it will make a green. So I don't necessarily need that one. So these I'm just going to put back here. And then if I use them, I'll pull them in. But I'm going to see how well these mix together if they do. And what I'm going to do is drippage because I love drippage. And what drippage is, I'm going to get a piece of paper just to cover the back, in between, so it really doesn't go anywhere. And if it does, it's not going to bother nothing. So I'm going to move this back a second. There we go. And we're just going to go for it. So I'm going to do yellow first. I don't know if you shake it. It doesn't look like there's anything on the bottom. And I'm just going to really give it some color. Okay. It's not coming out a lot. That's all right. All right. It's not going to do what I want it to do, but we're going to squirt some water on it and see. And then, because I do want blue. Yeah, I might have to do that with the yellow. But I want it to mix as well. Let's see, a bad boy. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. It's not coming out as much as the blue, but that's all right. It's still here for the party. Okay. And then some red. Let's just see what happens. Ouch. Now, if I do red and blue, that would make purple. My dog just choked. I apologize. Oh, there goes my dog. I'm just going to kind of do that and see what we get. And then I'm going to take a little bit of water. This is just water in my thing. I'm going to give it a few squirts. And I'm going to lift it up. And we're going to see what happens. All right. It mixed a nice green there. Just going to do that. And then, obviously the paper is wet. It's going to bend a little bit. But when it's dry, it will have this on it. So, okay. Oh. So yeah, it kind of got a little purple there. We got the blue and the yellow, which made green, as you can see right here, and some orange. I'm going to go in a little deeper. That's what she said. Okay, but these mix, and that's an important thing. Important for me. So I'm going to go here and just put some yellow, and let's do a little blue. Let's just see how this mixes. I'm going to just use my finger. Yeah. Well, that mix is nice. My dog is, I don't know what my dog's doing. Please lay down. Okay. They wait until I get on camera. I've been sitting here. Nobody bothers with me. Then I get on camera and they're like, oh, I forgot she exists. All right. I'm going to just go right here with the red. some blue with this. Let's see if we get a purple mix in all these together, which looks like it's going to be, let's see, I don't want to make mud. So it's a red purple. I mean, it's nothing fantastical, but it doesn't, I mean, you know, I mean, I just want like different shades, and that kind of is what it gives you. Well, let's see how fast it dries. And you know, if you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. And if you don't have a hair dryer, you can go to your local Goodwill or thrift store, get them for a couple bucks to use. And if you cannot do that, literally just sit and watch your favorite video, let this dry, air dry, and it'll be dry. This doesn't take long. And I'm just gonna have it stick up here. I'm gonna show you what I do. Also, what I do is I take a piece of paper, which, where is my paper? I'm gonna use a piece of parchment paper just for the sake of, that's all I grabbed. But then I take a piece of paper. I like to use printer paper or mixed media paper. Printer paper is very cheap. And then I like to kind of give this a smush, lift it up. Now I don't know, you really can't see that well, but there is a little bit of coloring on here. And that's how I start building another mixed media page, because, or paper, because, yeah, because it's fun. All right, so that's pretty cool. And that is on top of paper. Now, oh dear. Now, what do I want to try? Let's try some persimmon, ripe persimmon. And just kind of take, oh, look at this. Come on. Oh, it's nice. I'm going to try to drip it the opposite way, these colors. That is special. In whatever way. Now you can see I put the tissue paper on. Now listen, you can use whatever tissue paper that you have, or that you can get at the dollar store, because I have tons of tissue paper that I bought from the dollar store for $1, and you get all the colors. So it's you know, it's fun, and it's fun to put it on here. Now I put it on with the Mod Podge, and I really tried to get out a lot of the crinkles. Not all of them, but you know, so it wasn't as crinkled, but normally I love it some crinkled because it gives it texture. Maybe you don't have modeling paste, molding paste, or whatever you call texture paste. So that gives you, you know, gives you another way to get some texture. All right, that's a pretty color. Picked raspberry. No S in the beginning of that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's mesmerizing. What do you think? Look at that running. Okay, nice, nice, nice. This is seedless preserves. We're just gonna, these are nice. And then it's gonna mix. Oh, yes. Look at that. And then this is sponge sugar. Like I said, I have more, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to make this a muddy mess, but I do want to see these colors. This one's not coming out. No. Oh, I wanted to see this one. Why? Are you coming out now? Oh, it's very light. Or maybe it's just not, did I shake it? Maybe it needs to be like, I don't know. That's not the best. So, I don't know about that bad boy. I'll have to try it on a different one. Let's see. Let me grab this wild honey. Let's see what this does here. Oh, that's nice. It's almost yellow. So you could get away with, oh yeah. Well, let's make a mess. Let's make a mess. Okay. Tell me twice. All right, so you can see that's where we got, and I'm going to dry it with my light here and very sunny here. Even though my blind's closed. You can see when it's wet, you know, it's a little, like right here, it's a little glossy, but you can see as it dries, nothing. I'm going to dry this way first, so it all blows up. There's going to be one more test. This is a great background. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because it's juicier up here, I'm going to let it run down on the dry for a minute. And how well you'll be able to see this, but I'm just going to kind of blow it with the heat gun down. Oh, I love that little blue right there. Oh, God, everything. I just love doing different things. Now I'm going to tell you something which isn't probably a very good thing, but, and I will do a video if you want me to, but it's very simple what I'm going to tell you. These are beautiful. These are gorgeous. I think they're fantastic. I'm just going to dry this paper here so I have it. But something that you can do, and if you want me to do it, let me know down below, is you can go to your local dollar store, or maybe you have things around. I mean, you can honestly just take some, I mean, like for instance, this color. You could take food coloring and water. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put any glue. I mean, you can put glue in it. You can put sparkles in it. I mean, you can go all out. You can get those little caps, or you could get like a cheap sponge, not a cellulosis sponge, but one of the, which I know they have them. It's like this top almost. I don't have any sitting here, but it's like that real thin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, very cheap sponge. I'll have to look so I can show you if you don't understand what I mean. And then just cut it into pieces and put it, you know, on top, or dab, or do whatever, spray it. But you could probably get a majority of these colors with food coloring. And you know, food coloring comes in all kinds of colors, but it does have your primaries, your red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And I'm sure there's probably gels that maybe are white and black. I don't know, but those other colors do exist, and you can definitely mix and match and do it that way. So if, you know, that's something to think about. If you want to try something like this, you can definitely make these at home. And like I said, let me know down below. We will play. Okay. And you see how it just comes up, whatever's dry? Pretty cool. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on these, make sure it's tight, because I have terrible luck with stuff like that, everything, you know. All right, so I have that. So now what I want to do is, and it's basically dry. Move you over here. Oh, another one here. This is the persimmons. That is beautiful. I'm going to take some gesso. Of course, you can use your white paint, whatever. And we're going to see how this, I love that little sploop. We're going to see how this works and what it does over these colors. And I'm just doing a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy. Go crazy. All right, I have my brush. It's basically dry. I just want some of this kind of covered up just to see what we got going on. I love, look at that. Look at that texture under that tissue paper. Oh, I'll lift it up. It's everything. But look, it's not coming up like I thought it would. And I'm just kind of, you know, moving it around. That's why I like having a piece of paper under here, which sometimes I forget, believe me, and I do it without. But you can see, like, especially if you're having a bad day, maybe your hands are hurting, wrists, arms, just not feeling good. You know, you could just kind of fling and not have to think too much, which is good, you know. And all these little ploopies you see here, pieces of the paper that I didn't all the way cut off, you know, you cut off when it's done. Now, I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to just dab it a little bit, and I'm going to lift this up a little bit. You do this with acrylic paint. You could do this as gesso. I'm going to, let's see. All right, let's see if I can, yeah. I'll just go in and add more texture. Use a paper towel. This is just an old rag for the old hag, me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Look at that. Look at that fantastic texture it picked up from the, just from that. That's just from tissue paper. So I mean, you really can get fantastic stuff. So I'm gonna draw this real quick, and then I'm gonna put a color on top just to see. Maybe I didn't like the color that was under there. Maybe, you know, whatever. Oh, look at that coming through. Oh my goodness gracious, Kel. All right, well, I know what I'm doing my next mixed media background with. Look at that coming through. That is deliciousness. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that. Where is it? What was it? Come on, persimmons. Yeah. Ripe persimmon. I don't know why I shake it. It's just what I do. I'm just going to do some dots there. Maybe a dot there. A little bit. Just that. And let's watch it run. Come on, baby. Go. That's all you need to do. Look at that. So it's covering over that perfection. Perfection. All right, now I'll dry it. Well, these are a win for me. Definitely. And we made a really cool mixed media background. Maybe I'll try to stamp on it and see. I mean, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Do I have a stamp? Yes. Do I have a stamp pad? Well, we'll see. Yes, right here. Yeah, baby. Okay, this is just what I have sitting here. Adirondack, eggplant. Not a big deal. I don't think this is a very bright color, which is good because I don't want a bright color. I'm just gonna hope that this is not dry. Let's go. Okay. It might be a dry ink pad. It happens. Yeah, it's very light. And that is just because the ink pad is light. I'm pushing it down. Boy, I need new ink pads. Pushing it down. Okay. A little bit better there. Okay. But you'll definitely be able to see what it does. Let me lift it up. So yeah, it goes over it. And especially if you have good ink in there, which at the moment I don't, but you definitely can see like down here, you know, so it gives you some good coverage, but you can also build on top, which is my favorite thing. So these I love. I don't know if you guys want to hang with me for a minute. I will see if they are still sold because I don't know what he takes down. I hope they are because these are really nice. I wonder what other colors, if they have any new ones. Okay, let's see. Joann's, that's where the other ones, are these distress? Oh yeah, they're distress. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can get, how many colors? 1, 2, you can get amber, blueprint, sketch, hickory smoke, mermaid, lagoon, which is a nice color. Yeah, so you can get these. That's all they have there. Do they have them in kits? Distress paints. Let's see. one last thing. I know, it's so exciting listening to me. Let's see if they have them at Ranger. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Nope, just says check your local retailer. So that's what you do. And like I said, I mean, they're cute. They're wonderful to use. And if you see these at your local, make my camera come back up, your local craft store or even Goodwill and thrift stores, because they constantly have uh, art supplies, that people give in there, grab them because they're a lot of fun. And it doesn't seem like they would go bad because they're such a liquid, or we can make them ourselves. So that's all I got today. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video by leaving me a thumbs up. And of course, hit that bell notification down below. It will alert you when I upload. And also, I will be picking another winner. I picked a winner on my first video that I did, where if you leave a comment, I will pick somebody and they win something. And I contacted them, and it's been a little bit over a week and I have not heard back from them. So I'm going to give them the rest of today. And if not, then I will pull another winner. Always leave comments, because you never know what video or what have you that I will be pulling somebody's name out of the comments for giveaways, because I have a lot of fun stuff here sitting in a box right there. So always leave comments. I appreciate feedback, and I appreciate your words of wisdom as well. So be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Again, I love you guys so very much. And if you've used distress stains or what have you, let me know down below what you think about them. Share me everywhere. I love you guys. Progress, not perfection. I shall see you in my next video. Bye-bye.